chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the beef. One of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back up, all in the club.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New Orleans Saints. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Bridgewater now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary. figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Now they try the right side here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. On play action. Now Carr going for the deep ball. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's caught inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Hey, 734.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Bridgewater on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Going up top, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Hey, 734.
Now a play fake. Carr. Thomas has got it. Complete. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cameron Jordan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Shotgun now for Carr. Going for it all. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff looking right. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Down. 180. 24. Get set.
To throw again. Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Play action now. Bridgewater. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Cohen on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And his kick is good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Carr. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Carr. Cooper's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Carr now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
694.
From the gun, Carr. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down, and that's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Yeah, buddy. We live, baby.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Get your curtains, little bastard.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
Come on,
in
we
this
need
case
another
now,
stop. This ain't
the guy
enough.
throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Out route.
29.
Yep.
Now Carr to try again after the pick
We
6.
on that.
And he's
Let's
taken down
go.
here
Davenport.
by the Saints. You know, despite the
crazy,
score
dog.
line,
I don't know
I
what
think
else
they've got to
thinking.
like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've
can't let them
made,
breathe, bro.
and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Too much.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned,
what
if they play man coverage against you, he almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they can't just beat one defender,
No,
then they're not
get
very
that out of
good.
there.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Catch that thing.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Come on, let's get back
After the
on
loss
schedule.
to start out, here's second and 11.
Too high action. Man, he keep running this. Oh, no, no man, huh? Okay.
Bridgewater now on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
No, I picked the wrong
Ran a
play.
perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pull.
Oh, my
And he's
Lord.
going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 24. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
I got something for that, though.
So now he's equaled his
That's
interception
just a
total
bad
from a
throw.
week ago.
My
Remember,
fault.
Charles, he had 3 last
This
week.
is
And
being
you know,
stupid.
all week long, he
Stubborn.
vowed to take that number
stubborn.
down. Told the guys on the
good at
team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is
Wow, just run over everybody.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Cricket.
Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Can't believe I just
So
did
now
that.
Carr,
Dang,
he'll
that
lead the
was
Raiders
stupid.
up to go for 2. From the gun, Carr. And
Get
he's
the-
got it.
come
so
on.
the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Oh, what a
So
bad,
just a 3-point
terrible
game
chain
now
of
as they
events.
send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-4 to 8-2.
Out
Wow.
onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Wow.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run
That'd be
back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
I threw the ball,
But
ref.
you have to be careful about being too
my
cautious
God, I threw
because
the
now you can't
ball.
run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And throwing
Dang,
to
that's
start
windy.
the
I
drive,
threw that
but that
ball.
one incomplete. Line of
exactly where I
scrimmage
was
again, the
going.
25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every
Go to
blade
cover
of
3 right
grass.
now. Okay.
That allowed them to
No
disrupt the
thought
play.
process.
Big play
All
coming
right,
up.
baby.
Here's
I
3rd and
know.
10.
I would expect to
Drop
see some
3.
pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
I like the number count in the box right now. Let's see this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And
oh,
some
yeah,
room to run now.
Come on, Tyreek, run, son.
Almost unstoppable up. Ground there as that one is good for 39. Set him back 5.
Man, you gonna accept it? That's crazy. Only five yards, bruh.
The delay of game backs him up 5.
Yeah,
first and 15.
The hell out of the Rockets.
From the gun, Bridgewater over the middle, and he's got good
luck.
A good pickup there at 22.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it across into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints add on to their
Good drive.
lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Steps away to his left.
No, you can't.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I ain't going to trip because we threw outside the numbers.
On 2nd down, here's
Carr.
Carr.
You know what I'm saying? Well, we ain't cover 2. What are you doing?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
That's enough.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr.
Pick! Oh, my God!
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Look at the ball.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And I can't even, the angle like that, you can't even. Come on, bro.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Carr to throw on 2nd down.
Damn, you playmaker and everything, huh? That's a...
His throw incomplete. The intended target done.
Bruh, ain't no playmaker in either.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr to throw again.
Yeah, we rallied to that. We rallied to that.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard
She's
line.
in love with who I am.
A loss of 2 on the play. And
They
that's going to
bucking
make
to
it
the
4th
ground.
down.
And I'm out like a light. Ayy, like a light. It's lit. 4th down, bro. Come on, do what you do, baby boy.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm out like a light. Like a light.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, gotta have this one.
You gotta make the play now.
It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Play action, now it's Carr.
That ball's out.
And it pops free. The collision there jarring the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Come on, bro. Why are you in the game?
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
694.
Carl trying again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Donnell Pumphrey. And it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you.
Come on, dog. You got to get this.
Been pretty solid.
You got to kick through, bro.
Sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing on the ball as well.
Here's Carr.
Yeah. Oh, we'll take the sack, too. Come on, get there. Bum. Yeah.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. To throw his Carr. It's complete right side to Benjamin.
That's fucking gay, bro.
Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
That's what I get.
And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Move.
But he's into the clear. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about now return, flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle.
Computer-loving ass man.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Let everybody else make the
9
play.
there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Whack, man.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater.
I've been through the ball.
Raiders have got him.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
My corner glitches
and
and
add 3
stays
more to their
inside.
lead. It pushes it up to 6.
No, it's a game. It's in the game.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah. Get that ball out.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Going to look deep for Wilson.
You can't run by my corner, dog.
Thought he might
Tell you
have
that,
had it.
right?
Instead,
Rats
second
now.
down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
29.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he comes back with one complete.
That's so crazy.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr.
Well, stick, nah, that ain't gonna work.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
No, that ain't
And
gonna work.
that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually it becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
As expected, they're going for it to
No.
keep the drive alive.
No.
And,
Nah, bro. Oh, wow.
It's intercepted.
Madden, that's crazy. Let him stand up.
Keller Witherspoon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Bridgewater. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy
breath.
type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. This is Cohen. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you